Good evening and welcome inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we prepare for Game 1 in a 3-game series between your Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the visiting Long Island Ducks. Blue Crabs interplay 6-9, Long Island 8-7 on the second half of the season. Southern Maryland currently sits at the bottom of the Freedom Division in the second half, 4.5 games out of first place. Coming off of a rough stretch of games, they hit the road in Somerset for 5 games in 4 days against the league-leading Somerset Patriots. The Patriots took 4 of the 5. The only game the Blue Crabs were able to salvage was Game 1 of a doubleheader on Wednesday. They took an extra inning, 10 innings in what was scheduled to be 5 games. 10 innings in what was scheduled to be 7 innings of play in Game 3 of 5. And the Blue Crabs end up getting the win in that one. They dropped the final 2, including last night, an extra inning affair. 10 innings for a Somerset walk-off sacrifice fly got the job done. And now behind the right arm of Craig Stem, Southern Maryland will look to turn things around and get back on a winning streak as Jordani Valdespin digs into the right-handed batter's box and swings at the first pitch. A chopper up the middle. Francisco Rosario backhands and flips across to first for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out, just the way Craig Stem wanted to start his day. And we'll run through the rest of this star-studded Long Island lineup, filled with former major leaguers. 2 of them lead it off. We saw second baseman Jordani Valdespin. Now the center fielder Emilio Bonifacio will dig in. Right fielder Travis Snyder follows him. The designated hitter in the cleanup spot is Lou Ford. Taylor Ard will bat 5th and play 3rd. David Washington, the power-hitting first baseman, bats 6th. Catching and batting 7th is Ramon Cabrera. The left fielder Daniel Fields will follow him. And the shortstop Dan Lyons will round things out with Bennett Perry on the mound when Long Island takes the field. Bonifacio digs in. He's got a .337 average, 3 home runs, 32 RBIs as he takes a called strike, 0-1. Bonifacio's batting average currently ranks him 3rd in the league. Valdespin leads the way with a .363. Craig Massey, hitting .348, is in between the two teammates. 0-1 the count as Stem kicks and delivers. That one misses outside, 1-1. Craig Stem, 6'5", 230 pounds, out of Hermitage, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. The right-hander is 5-4 with a .308 ERA on the season. This one swung on, pulled through the right side of the infield, and that's going to get into right field. Bonifacio with a 1-out single is aboard, and the Ducks have a very dangerous runner on base in the form of Bonifacio. He's 17 for 19 in stolen base attempts this season. Defensive alignment behind Craig Stem. In left field, Kalaika Kahuohalahala. In center field, Ryan Strasburger. Right field is Angelo Sonko. Left to right around the infield, Angelis Nina at 3rd, Edwin Garcia at short. Francisco Rosario gets the start at second base. Devin Rodriguez, the all-star first baseman, is in the lineup. And behind the dish is Craig Maddox. Stem kicks and delivers. Fastball just misses outside to Travis Snyder. 1 ball and no strikes. The umpiring crew for tonight's game behind the plate is Silvio Martinez. At first base, Steve Zawiski. And at third base, Mike Williams. Stem sets for the 1-0. A look at Bonifacio at first. Now kicks and delivers. A chopper up the middle. Taylor made double play. Garcia picks it up, steps on the base, and flips to first. A 6-3 double play, and that will retire the side. Here in the first inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors. Nobody left on base. Good inning for Craig Stem and a good start for the Blue Crabs. They'll look to strike in the bottom of the first. Ryan Strasburger, Edwin Garcia, and Devin Rodriguez due up when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Sam Runyon, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Fans, join the Blue Crabs on Saturday night, August 18th, as we celebrate Southern Maryland's rich spiritual and religious community with Faith and Family Night. All night long, we will feature performances, prayer, and presentation from area religious and spiritual leaders, as well as post-game fireworks spectacular. Your minister, band, choir, or congregation can even participate. To be part of the festivities or to purchase tickets, please contact Group Sales at 301-638-9788 or visit somdbluecrabs.com.
Ladies, this is Corey Vaughn. Be sure to join us at the ballpark every Wednesday night for Wind Up Wednesday presented by Cove Point Winery. On select Wednesday nights throughout the year, ladies get in for just $5. You can also enjoy free wine samples from Cove Point, as well as free services from Therapeutic Massage and Wellness. For more information and the available dates, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Daryl Thompson, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Bennett Perry takes the mound for the Long Island Ducks. Ryan Strasburger takes into the right-handed batter's box and swings at the first pitch as he swings through a fastball. 0-1 the count. The southpaw Perry drops a changeup. That misses low, and the count goes to 1-1. Perry works out of the stretch. He comes set and delivers. Strasburger with a big cut at a 1-1 fastball. Fouls it back into the netting. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Perry, 6'6", 240 pounds, out of Poway, California. The left-hander, 26 years old, as he kicks and delivers. This one misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He was a 40th round draft pick of the Baltimore Orioles in 2011 out of California State University, Northridge. 2-2 pitch upcoming as he kicks and delivers. That one swung on and missed, and down on strikes goes Strasburger. And Perry picks up strikeout number 109 on the season. 4 and above the highest total in the Atlantic League, but we'll get to that in a second. As we'll run through the rest of the Blue Crabs lineup, shortstop Edwin Garcia comes to the plate now. The first baseman, Devin Rodriguez, awaits on deck. The cleanup hitter is designated hitter John Griffin. Batting 5th is right fielder Angelo Sonko. 6th is the third baseman Angelis Nina. The catcher Craig Maddox bats 7th. In the 8th spot is Kalaika Kahuohalahala. And in the 9 hole, Francisco Rosario rounds it out as Garcia takes low. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 from Perry. He kicks and delivers. Garcia chops one up the middle. Backhand effort from Valdespin. He'll throw across his body to first. And 2 up, 2 down. Bennett Perry on the mound has been absolutely dominant for the Long Island Ducks this season. He's 6-1 with a 2.74 ERA on the year. That comes for the left-hander and 13 starts. He has 1 complete game on the year. We mentioned 108 strikeouts coming into play today. Perry leads the league, and it's not close to second, as second in the league has only 79. That's David Kubiak of Somerset. So he trails after that strikeout of Strasburger by 30 of the lefty Perry. Rodriguez swinging here. It's bloop towards the right side. Diving play from Valdespin. He picks it up on a hop. Throws to first. It's off target as that's going to get by David Washington. And it's going to be ruled an infield single for Devin Rodriguez. A terrific play from Valdespin to give himself a chance, but a little bit of a rushed throw. And now Rodriguez is aboard on a 2-out hit to extend the inning to the ever-dangerous John Griffin. Griffin enters play, a .270 batting average, 6 home runs, 14 RBIs. He hit 3 for 9 in the 5-game series against the Somerset Patriots, including a home run in their one win in the series. He hammers the first pitch he sees to deep left field, a no-doubt home run from John Griffin, and the Blue Crabs are on top. A 2-run bomb, his 7th of the season. And John Griffin shows why the hustle of Devin Rodriguez pays off. Rodriguez extends the inning, and Griffin immediately cashes in. 2-0, the Blue Crabs lead here in the bottom of the first. That was probably the longest home run hit this season. It went up off of the back wall. If you've ever been here to Southern Maryland, you know, out across the outfield, there's the main wall and then the extra, about 30 feet back, taller wall that holds the signs that you see across the outfield. Griffin hit the top of the Crime Solvers sign and brought it back onto the concourse level for his 7th home run, and the Blue Crabs strike early. And now Angelo Sonko takes a fastball for a called strike low, 0-1. Sonko struggled in that road series, just 1 for 14 against Somerset. Lefty-lefty matchup here with Perry, as that one swung on and foul tipped back into the netting. So Sonko quickly behind 0-2 as Perry looks to bounce back very quickly. The 0-2 pitch, Sonko with a weak swing, but able to get a piece of it as he was a little bit behind that one, but fouls it off over the Blue Crabs dugout. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Or no balls and 2 strikes, excuse me. This one misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. For Perry on the season, he allowed 2 home runs in his 8 home starts. On the road, though, that's the 3rd home run he's allowed, as Sonko is down on strikes, and that will retire the side here in the first, but not before Southern Maryland strikes. A 2-run home run from John Griffin as they put up 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we'll head to the second. Craig Stem will go to work with a lead when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Brandon Compton, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Pet lovers, kick off the Labor Day holiday right and join the Blue Crabs on Sunday night, September 2nd for our final Bark in the Park night of the season. The game has a special start time of 6:35, and the first fans through the gates receive Blue Crabs dog collars brought to you by 98.7 WMZQ. Call 301-638-9788 or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
Craig Stem back to work with a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second as the designated hitter Lou Ford steps in and takes the first pitch. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Ford hitting .296, 9 home runs, 57 RBIs on the season. As Stem kicks and delivers an off-speed pitch that's swung on and missed. Stem features a 4-seamer, sinker, splitter, and slider. That was the slider there that got Ford out in front off balance. 1-1 the count. Ford was one of 2 participants from the Long Island Ducks, represented the team in the home run derby as he swings and fouls one off here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ford and David Washington both advanced to the final round, but both were knocked off by Davidson Romero. Ford has hit 3 home runs in his past 4 games and 4 in his last 7 games. The 9-year veteran of the Atlantic League has now hit safely in 12 of his last 13 games, and during that streak, he's hitting .408 with 5 home runs, 16 RBIs, and 13 runs scored, as well as 7 multi-hit games during that span. So safe to say Lou Ford is about as hot as they come. He fouls off the 1-2 here once more. As Ford continues to battle Stem. Taylor Ard awaits on deck, the third baseman. As Ford hammers one to deep left center field. On the run is Strasburger at the track. He has no choice but to look up and watch that one sail out of here. As Lou Ford continues as hot as they come. A solo home run to lead things off here in the second, as that now gives Ford double-digit home runs, his 10th of the season. That'll bring in third baseman Taylor Ard. Ard, one of a host of Ducks with 11 home runs on the season. Him, Travis Snyder, and David Washington are all tied for the team lead. If Ford continues at the pace he's on right now, I'd imagine he'll join them relatively quickly, potentially by the end of this game, with how hot he's been shortly, as he's just 1 behind. Ard hitting .301 as Stem blows a fastball by him, and the count goes to no balls and 1 strike. Tons of power in this Long Island lineup. 4 hitters with double-digit home runs this year. Long Island's 62 home runs rank them 3rd in the league. They now, after that one, have 63 and are just 2 behind the York Revolution for 2nd place. Stem has bounced back to an 0-2 count on Ard, though, as he looks to pick up his first strikeout of the game. The right-hander comes set and delivers. A fastball swung on and missed, and down on strikes goes Ard. Nice bounce back for Stem as he gets his first strikeout of the night. And for Stem on the season, that brings his tally up to 40. Stem has made 32 appearances on the year. 2 of them have come as starts. He's been stellar in his 2 starts to this point. The last one came on July 4th against the Somerset Patriots. 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. He walked 1, struck out 2, as David Washington takes a called strike, 0-1. Stem did not factor in that decision on the 4th. His other start came on June 29th. 5 scoreless innings against the New Britain Bees. He allowed just 4 hits and 1 walk, 3 strikeouts on the night, a 6-4 win in which Stem was credited with the win. As a change-up, a called strike here, 0-2 goes the count. Stem's last 2 outings have come in long relief. He served as the backup for Kyle Drabeck, who we knew wasn't going to throw many innings in his first couple of starts, try to ease his way into the starting role. As Stem drops a curveball that swung on and missed, and down on strikes goes Washington, as 6 pitches have gotten back-to-back strikeouts for Craig Stem after the solo home run. Stem in those 2 outings backing up Drebeck July 18th. 4 innings, 5 hits, 1 run against the Somerset Patriots. He picked up the win in that one. He took the loss the other day against Somerset. A stellar outing still, though. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run. But a 4-1 loss for the Blue Crabs was hung on the right-handed reliever in that game. He's got 2 down as the catcher Ramon Cabrera digs into the left-handed batter's box. Cabrera hitting .241 on the season. As Stem kicks and delivers. This one's weakly fouled off over the Blue Crabs dugout. 0-1 the count. Cabrera batting from the left side. He's one of 2 switch hitters in this Long Island lineup. The other we've already seen in Emilio Bonifacio. Stem comes set for the 0-1. This is a fastball that misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. That's the first ball Stem has thrown in his last 9 pitches. Infield has a small shift on Cabrera. You see Rosario, the second baseman, playing a little bit deeper than normal. As Stem drops a slider that's swung on and missed. Cabrera well off balance. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. There are some weather concerns here in Southern Maryland as the night goes on. There's no exact timing for what we'd expect. It was originally 7:30. I'm hearing 8:30 now. So you know that that's somewhere in the mind of both of these pitchers and managers on what's going to happen later. Fastball very close to the inside corner is taken by Cabrera, but it's ruled too far inside as the count will even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the second. Stem looking to get out of the inning, comes set, kicks and delivers. Breaking ball, that one's flared towards shallow left. Coming on is Kalaika Kauohalahala. He lays out. That's going to kick off of his glove. And aboard with a 2-out single is Ramon Cabrera to extend the inning to Daniel Fields. A good effort there from KK in left field, but just a little bit short of making the play there. This is his first start in left field this season. He has 2 starts at second base, 2 starts at third base, and 1 as a designated hitter. A very versatile player. He can play anywhere on the field. He can hit anywhere in the lineup. Stem kicks and delivers a fastball to Daniel Fields. That one swung on and fouled back. Fields in 50 starts this year. He's hitting .239. 4 home runs, 21 RBIs from the left side. The Ducks are filled with left-handed bats. Travis Snyder, Anthony Vega, Daniel Fields, David Washington, Jordani Valdespin, as well as the 2 switch hitters. 0-1, a fastball. It swung on and missed as Stem ramped that one up and gets ahead 0-2 now. Stem a strikeout pitcher when he's at his best. His strikeout pitch is undoubtedly that elevated fastball, but let's see if maybe he tries to bury a slider at the back foot of Fields. He does try to sneak a fastball by him. Fields is able to get a piece of it, a sky-high pop-up to second base. Rosario is camped underneath it, and he will make the catch to retire the side. But the solo home run from Lou Ford puts the Ducks on the board. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. And we will head to the bottom of the second. Angelise Nina leads things off when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Are you looking for the latest and best in Blue Crabs gear? Look no further than the newly redesigned and restocked Crab Shack Team Store, anchored by EC Sports. The Team Store features everything from old favorites like game replica hats and t-shirts to novelty items and collectibles. You can visit our Team Store anytime 9 to 5, as well as during all home games. The Team Store is also available online by visiting somdbluecrabs.com and clicking the Store tab.
Hey fans, this is Craig Stem, pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Make sure you come out every Thursday for Foster's Grill Wings and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game and 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer in the Legends Clubs from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Are you looking for the best place to entertain your group, large or small, this summer? Look no further than the Blue Crabs at Regency Furniture Stadium with our newly renovated luxury suites and Legends Club, as well as our brand new party suite. Our luxury suites have all new amenities and are sure to please your group, while our clean, upscale Legends Club can host up to 160 guests for a game or anytime. New for 2018, the Blue Crabs are excited to announce our brand new party suite for groups up to 50 guests. It's double the space for double the fun for double the group, just $20 per person. Call group sales at 301-638-9788 to book your group today.
Hey, this is Devin Rodriguez, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Angelise Nina digs in to lead things off here in the bottom of the second. The Blue Crabs looking to respond to a run in the top half of the inning from the Ducks. Nina checked his swing, but a called strike on the first pitch, 0-1. This one is swung on and weakly dribbled in front of the plate. A lot of backspin on that. We'll pull it back to the catcher, Cabrera, as he'll pick it up now in foul territory. In the count at 0 balls and 2 strikes. Perry quickly got through the first 2 batters of the game, a strikeout and then a ground out on 5 pitches. As a slider here misses low, 1-2. But then an infield single from Devin Rodriguez extended the inning, and John Griffin cashed that in for a 2-run home run. The 6th home run of the year allowed from Perry before he bounced back with his second strikeout of the inning, giving him 110 on the year. Nina goes the other way. It's right at the first baseman, Washington. He'll pick it up and wave off Perry. Take it to the bag himself for the 3 unassisted, and out number 1 here in the inning. Mentioned Perry, a 40th round draft pick of the Baltimore Orioles. He pitched for the Orioles organization from 2011 to 2015, but only reached as high as Delmarva, the A affiliate. He pitched in rookie ball in 2011 and 2012. 2012 got the call up to low A Aberdeen, as he was a member of the Ironbirds and then joined Delmarva. Did the same thing the next couple of years before being released after the 2015 season. A little bit of a confusing release was Bennett Perry, as Maddox swings and misses 0-2. As the Orioles organization, it's been noted with all the trades going on, doesn't have much pitching depth. They've been looking for pitching depth with the trade of Manny Machado and Zach Britton, the grumblings of maybe Adam Jones on the move, Michael Givens, Brad Brock. They've been asking for pitching as a fastball right on the outside corner is a called strike 3. And down looking goes Maddox, the 3rd strikeout of the day for Perry. So, Perry was released, and his minor league stats to date in 64 minor league games, 31 starts. He's 10-12 with a 2.71 ERA and 211 strikeouts in 216 innings, 8.8 strikeouts per 9. But Perry leads to his release anyway, joins the Lincoln Salt Dogs of the American Association, was pretty dominant there last season. In his first year, he was 1-0 in 4 starts with a 3.24 as Kalaika Kahuo Hala grounds an 0-1 pitch towards second base. That's fielded by Valdespin and flipped on the first 1-2-3 inning for Bennett Perry. So we'll get you the rest of Perry's career numbers next inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base here in the bottom of the second. A 2-1 game as we head to the third. Craig Stem will face the 9-1-2 on the other side of this break when we come back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, come celebrate the bluest birthday of them all on Friday night, August 17th. It's Pinch's birthday party with appearances by all of Pinch's mascot friends. After the game, stick around for a post-game cupcake drop brought to you by Pump It Up of Waldorf. That's right, cupcakes raining out of the sky from the outfield with prizes for some lucky contestants. For more information, visit somdbluecrabs.com/promotion or call 301-638-9788.
Hey kids, this is Daryl Thompson from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Don't forget, every Sunday is Kids Day at the ballpark, brought to you by Waldorf Orthodontics. Every Sunday home game, kids can enjoy a pregame autograph session with me and other players, $3 ice cream helmets all day long, and free admission to Pinch's Playground. Post-game, you can all come on the field and run the bases. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
(9-1-2) due up here in the third for the Long Island Ducks. Dan Lyons will lead things off as the veteran shortstop takes a fastball in the inside corner. Just misses that corner as the count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. Lyon hitting .213, 2 home runs, 20 RBIs on the year. The 2-0 pitch, a fastball right there for a called strike, and the count goes to 1-1 on Lyons. He joined Long Island for the first time in 2011. Last year played in 122 games, a .248 average with 7 home runs, 37 RBIs. As he flares one out towards center here, Strasburger coming on will camp underneath that one and make the catch for out number 1. So Stem has settled down nicely after the solo home run to Lou Ford. Not too much solid contact off of him. Even the Cabrera hit after that, the flared single, was just a bloop over the shortstop's head. So the lineup turns back over to the top as Jordani Valdespin digs into the box, the league's leading hitter at .363, batting from the left side. As Stem kicks and delivers. Valdespin, no interest in that, takes right down the middle for a called strike, 0-1. This is Craig Stem's 100th appearance with the Blue Crabs. As he delivers a slider, that one catches the backdoor corner for a called strike, 0-2. Stem in his 3rd season here in Southern Maryland has worked primarily in a relief role. But he has made now this his 8th start with the team, his 24th start on his career. 0-2 back to the slider, swung on and missed, and down goes Valdespin. The 3rd strikeout of the night for Craig Stem, and the 2nd out here in this top of the 3rd. Stem made 37 appearances in his debut season with Southern Maryland, 1-4 with a .399 ERA. Last year he appeared in 30 games, 2-3 with a .5 ERA, and this his 33rd appearance this year, We mentioned 5-4 with a 3.08 ERA. So appearance number 100 wearing the Blue Crabs uniform. And he's pitching well to this point as he goes back to the slider on the first pitch to Bonifacio. And that's swung over. 0-1 goes the count. Stem working out of the stretch, comes set at his belt. Kicks and delivers. That fastball is blown by Bonifacio. He has two of the best hitters in the league and two guys that have seen pitching at the highest level very off balance, as Valdespin was chasing that slider everywhere, and Bonifacio was minutes late on a fastball just now. Stem ready for the 0-2. Let's see what he goes with. Not wanting to speed up the vat of Bonifacio, he goes with the fastball, but looked like he overthrew that one a little bit as it spiked, and the count goes to 1-2. Stem will get a new baseball and take his time resetting, as Bonifacio now digs back into the left-handed batter's box. Mentioned he's one of two switch hitters in the lineup today. Stem kicks and delivers a fastball, just misses the inside corner. Maddox tried to stick it there. Some of the infielders bought it, went to leave the field, but all have returned to their spot here. As Stem in a 2-2 count, this is where you want to get a pitch over, or at least get Bonifacio to swing. You don't want to get to a 3-2 count where the hitter is tilted back into his advantage. Knowing that, Stem goes with the slider. It's popped up towards third. Nina camped underneath it. He'll make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning here for Craig Stem. He's been strong through three. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. As we'll head to the bottom of the third, 9-1-2, when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Cash Beecham, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Are you looking for the latest and best in Blue Crabs gear? Look no further than the newly redesigned and restocked Crab Shack Team Store, anchored by EC Sports. The Team Store features everything from old favorites like game replica hats and t-shirts to novelty items and collectibles. You can visit our Team Store anytime 9 to 5, as well as during all home games. The Team Store is also available online by visiting somdbluecrabs.com and clicking the Store tab.
Hey fans, this is Sam Runyon, right-handed pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Make sure you come out every Thursday for Foster's Grill Wings and Beer Night. For just $30, you can enjoy a ticket to the game and 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Foster's Wings and all-you-can-drink beer in the Legends Club from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
9-1-2 up to bat here in the bottom of the third for the Blue Crabs. Francisco Rosario leads things off, checks the swing on a first pitch fastball, but a called strike. The 0-1 from Bennett Perry. That one swung on and foul tipped back into the netting. 0-2 goes the count. Perry has retired 6 of the 8 batters that have come to the plate so far in the game. And the issue for him to this point as the two that he hasn't retired have come across to score, as he drops a change up here, swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts on the night already for Bennett Perry, as we're through just 2 1/3. That'll turn the lineup back over to the top. Ryan Strasburger will come up to bat. And as promised, we'll finish talking about Bennett Perry's last 2 seasons, 2016 and 2017. He made 4 appearances in 2016 for the Lincoln Salt Dogs, 1-0 with a 3.24 ERA, 13 strikeouts in 16 2/3 innings. Last year, he returned to Lincoln, 13 appearances, all starts, as he gets a change-up on the inside corner, 0-1. In those 13 appearances, absolutely dominant, a 3-2 record, but a 1.93 ERA. He allowed just 71 hits in 79 1/3 innings and struck out 62 batters. The count is at 1-1 to Strasburger. Perry, one of the different starters. He comes set prior to pitching, working out of the stretch with nobody on. Not something you typically see from starting pitchers. They like to work out of the windup most days. But Perry sits in the stretch, and he's got a 1-2 count on Strasburger. It does work for him, though. As the 1-2 pitch, a fastball is swung on late, but a piece of it fouls it off, 1-2. Rest of the Atlantic League in action today. The York Revolution and Sugarland Skeeters are in pregame. What's scheduled to be an 8:05 first pitch over there. The Road Warriors and the Somerset Patriots in the bottom of the first at TD Bank Ballpark. And currently in delay due to rain are the New Britain Bees and the Lancaster Barnstormers. That one not postponed yet. It's scheduled to still be played at some point tonight. 2-2 count as Perry kicks and delivers. Fastball cold. Strike 3 on the inside corner. As down looking goes Strasburger. Second time he's been set down on strikes tonight, and now 5 for Perry through 2 2/3. Now Edwin Garcia, the shortstop, will come up to bat. Garcia, 0 for 1, a ground out to second. He takes right on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Perry showing great command of the zone tonight. He's painted the inside and outside corners. He found the width of Silvio Martinez's strike zone early, and he's using every inch of it. He tries to go back to the outside corner here. That one missed a little bit too far outside. Just missed the glove of Cabrera, and the count evens up 1-1. A check swing here. That's sent down to first. And yes, he did, I believe, said the first base umpire, Steve Zawoski. And the count goes to 1-2. Garcia 6 for 15 in the series against Somerset. He raised his batting average up to .281. 1-2, Garcia goes the other way. Washington tries to pick it. It's late. As it kicks off his glove, the underhand toss to Perry, not in time. And that's going to be an E3 on Washington as Garcia's aboard to extend the inning. Washington looked like he had plenty of time to pick it up and take it to the base himself, but it kicks off of his glove and rolls away. And by the time he could underhand toss to Perry, who wasn't really getting off the mound all that quickly. He's a lefty, so he falls to the third base side. And he assumed it looked like that Washington was going to take it to the base himself. But when Washington lost control, Perry found himself in a foot race with Garcia to the base, and he was late in the count, or the inning now extends to Devin Rodriguez. Rodriguez's infield single extended things in the first inning, and the Blue Crabs cashed in with a 2-run home run from John Griffin. So they'll look to cash in on the extended inning once again here, as Perry in the lefty-lefty matchup kicks and delivers first pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes on the first baseman. Griffin awaits on deck. He's got the home run under his belt. See if Rodriguez can get things back to him here. 1-0, fastball on the outside corner, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Rodriguez on the season, the all-star first baseman, hitting 265, 3 home runs, 21 RBIs. Hits not coming as easily for Rodriguez this year. 1-1 as this misses low. Last season, it felt like every game Rodriguez was putting up a multi-hit effort. 2-1 the count as Perry comes set. This time, seems like everything he hits is either too hard or too soft as it catches the outside corner. 2-2 we go. Rodriguez, when he hits the ball hard, it's a line drive that hangs up for one of the outfielders. When he hits the ball soft, it's right at an infielder. Whereas last season, those were getting down. 2-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses low and away, and the count has run full here. That's going to give Edwin Garcia a jump start from first. So if Rodriguez can find one of those gaps for a double here, the Blue Crabs could add to their lead. Garcia, great base runner over at first. Time is called as Martinez will step out to the plate and clean things up. So the full count once more as Perry sets. Garcia's off from first, 3-2. Rodriguez sends a line drive down the third baseline. That'll get up into the seats. On an empty spot over there as a bunch of fans are standing in the walkway, but it gets up into the actual row and avoids any harm. So we'll do the 3-2 once more as the second payoff pitch is upcoming. Garcia off from first. A changeup slips out of the hand of Perry and goes well high. The lefty visibly upset about that on the mound as he issues the 2-out walk, and now he'll have to face John Griffin. For Perry, that's the 30th walk he's allowed this season. He's only allowed 100 runners to reach base now on the year. Coming into play today, a 126 whip. But now he's worked himself into a precarious situation as we've already seen what John Griffin can do with 2 outs and men on base. He takes a big cut on a first pitch changeup, but out in front of that one. And the count goes to no balls and 1 strike on Griffin. Griffin homered on the first pitch he saw on the last at-bat. It'll take a little longer this time to get something done, as Perry goes right back to the changeup, and he has Griffin out in front again. No balls and 2 strikes the count. So the 0-2 upcoming. Perry kicks and delivers cold. Strike 3 on a fastball down the middle, and that will retire the side. An error and a walk in the inning, but Perry strikes out the side. 6 strikeouts on the ledger for him. No runs on no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. A 2-1 lead as Stem back to work against the 3-4-5. Andrew Bandstra will take you through the next few innings as the top of the 4th upcoming. Stem versus Snyder when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, come on out Wednesday morning, August 1st for the Blue Crabs annual Camp Day. The fun under the sun starts at 11 a.m., so fans from all walks of life who can't usually catch the boys of summer play under the stars are invited to join. A special group rate for 20 or more of just $8 for a ticket or $13 for a ticket and a meal make it a great outing. Call group sales at 301-638-9788 or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more info.
Shopping for groceries in a clean, friendly store? That's smart. Shopping for groceries in a clean, friendly store and saving some money while you're doing it? That's wise. At Wise Markets, you'll find all your favorite brands, prices you'll appreciate. That means more meat for less money, more dinner for less dinero, and more milk for less moolah. Stop by a Wise Market today.
Eat better, spend less. That's wise.
Welcome back inside Regency Furniture Stadium. The top of the fourth inning underway. Travis Snyder off to face Craig Stem. Stem's second pitch of the at-bat will miss downstairs. 2-0 the count to Snyder. Snyder, to this point in the game, ended the top half of the first inning. There was a single that came before him in the form of Emilio Bonifacio. Snyder then rolled into a 6-3 double play to put an end to that first inning. He now takes inside and works himself ahead 3 balls and no strikes to Stem. Stem having to wait for Snyder to step out of the box. Now Snyder will dig back in, the left-hander. Facing off against the right-handed Stem, who now comes set at the belt. Stem comes home with a 3-0 and misses high and inside above the shoulder level of Snyder. And he will reach base via the walk, the first Stem walk of the evening. That brings up the cleanup hitter, Lou Ford. Ford on the evening, he has a solo home run that came to deep left center and went over that blue moon sign you see just to the left of the batter's eye from your angle on the camera. Lou Ford on the year, that was his 10th home run, 58 RBIs with that solo shot, as the first pitch he sees will be a strike, catching the low and outside corner. So Ford finds himself in an 0-1 count. He'll dig back into the right-handed batter's box and prepare for the Stem 0-1. Stem comes set, and he'll see another Ford ball skied into right field. Coming under it is Angelo Sanko, and the right fielder will put it in the webbing of his glove for the first Blue Crabs put out of the inning. And the Long Island Ducks find themselves in a one-out, one-on situation after the former 2009 MVP candidate back in the MLB, Lou Ford, ends up popping out to right field. And that brings up Taylor Ard. Ard has won a bat on the day. He was a strikeout victim to Stem. He's a 301 batter on the year. He's got 11 home runs and 35 RBIs. Ard awaits the Stem pitch. This one ripped to short. Getting it on the hop is Garcia. Garcia to Rosario, and Rodriguez gobbles it up at first for a quick 6-4-3 double play that puts this inning to an end. That puts us through 3.5 innings in the inning for the Ducks. They left one on base, no hits, no runs, and no errors, and that puts us through 3.5 innings of baseball. When we return, the Blue Crabs come up to bat, and they'll put up Angelo Sanko, Angelis Nina, and Craig Maddox. We'll have it right here for you when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Austin Green, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, come celebrate the bluest birthday of them all on Friday night, August 17th. It's Pinch's birthday party with appearances by all of Pinch's mascot friends. After the game, stick around for a post-game cupcake drop brought to you by Pump It Up of Waldorf. That's right, cupcakes raining out of the sky from the outfield with prizes for some lucky contestants. For more information, visit somdbluecrabs.com/promotion or call 301-638-9788.
Hey kids, this is Drake Britton, pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. If you're under 12 years old, make sure to check out our Chick-fil-A Backfin Buddies program. For just $15, kids will receive free admission to every Friday home game this season, as well as a Backfin Buddies t-shirt and Pinch pencil pouch. During the games, all members wearing their t-shirt get to go on the field for the High Five Tunnel, as well as free admission to the kids' park and a free ice cream helmet. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Bottom of the fourth, baseball getting underway. Back on the mound for his fourth inning of work is the left-handed Bennett Perry. He'll face face off against a fellow left-hander in the form of Angelo Sanko. Sanko, a former Long Island Duck. That was the last team he played for before joining the Blue Crabs, and he'll foul the first pitch he sees off to the left side and out of play. Count goes to 0-1. All the runs have scored this evening via the home run. Sean Griffin sent a 2-run shot to left field as strike 2 crosses on the outside corner. 0-2 the count to Angelo Sanko. Griffin was able to send an absolute moonshot to left field. If you see that crime solver sign out in left field deep past the fence, that is where that ball ended up landing. It hit that sign as a dribbler over to the right side keeps the count at 0-2 as it gets foul. But that is how both Blue Crabs runs scored. The Ducks responded the very next inning with a home run of their own. That came in the top of the second off the bat of Lou Ford, and that's how we find ourselves here in the bottom of the fourth inning with a 2-1 Blue Crabs lead as the first ball will cross off the fingers of Bennett Perry. 1-2 the count. Sanko on the year, a .244 hitter, a single home run, and 16 RBIs. He takes a curveball in the dirt, which evens the count up at 2-2. Sanko has one plate appearance so far on the day. He was struck out to end the Blue Crabs' half of the first inning. Looks to change his tides this time around as the former Duck will drill one into right field. That gets past a sprinting David Washington over at first base, and a ground ball, make that a line drive that lands its way into right field as the first Blue Crabs base runner of the inning. That brings up Angelise Nina. Nina comes up with a very hot bat of late. Realistically, he's just been a hot bat ever since he's joined this Blue Crabs team. He was a .169 hitter through 13 games back in his time with the New Britain Bees to begin this year. Ever since, he can't not hit the ball. He's a .305 hitter as a total, so if that puts it into any perspective, the things that he's been able to do, raising that .169 to a .305 as a whole, as ball one will cross from Bennett Perry. So 305 is the average, 217 on the year. As Nina awaits the pitch, he'll drill this one to the left side. It goes off the glove of the third baseman, Ard. He has no play except to first. He goes there and gets Nina due to how hot of a shot it was. It does end up getting Nina, but it will advance Angelo Sanko over to second base. So with one down, we have a runner in scoring position, and the bat to come up to the plate, Craig Maddox. Maddox, the RBIs are really there for him. The average, not so much. 188 on the year, a blank slot in the home runs column, and he finds himself with 9 RBIs, as I mentioned. But realistically, in a limited amount of games for Maddox, 9 is a pretty high amount of RBIs, as he'll take ball one outside. So when he doesn't need to be clutch, he's not clutch. But when he needs to be clutch, he's really coming up in the spotlight. As we'll see if, after all that hype for Maddox, he can't come through with a runner on second. He swings in an elevated fastball right through it, and that evens up the count at 1-1. Maddox was a late addition to this team. He's been a very good fill spot, been able to fill in not only a catcher, he's been a designated hitter, he's played corner outfield this year. He's really done anything head coach James Frisbee needs him to do as he steps in for the 1-1. He swings at a lazy curveball on the outside half and finds himself in a 1-2 hole. Bennett Perry has allowed 2 earned runs on the evening. He's been nothing but dominant to this point in the year. He has the second best ERA in all of the Atlantic League. He has a league-leading 108 home runs in just 13 starts. Yes, that's right, 108 strikeouts in just 13 starts as he'll miss outside to Maddox. The count evens up at 2-2, but folks, nobody else is realistically even close to having the strikeout numbers that Bennett Perry does. He has 108 on the year coming into this game. The second highest in all of the Atlantic League is 79. So that should put it into perspective left arm has been as he works himself into a full count. 3-2, the count to Craig Maddox. He goes after batters. He's had 6 starts this year with 10 or more strikeouts in a game. He's been very dominant, but this Blue Crabs team hasn't allowed that to get to them at all. They've been very impressive against this dominant left arm. Chopper over to the right side, gobbled up by Valdesmine at second. He tosses across the infield to Washington for the second Blue Crabs out of the inning, but that yet again moves the runner who stands now on third, Zonko, just 90 feet from home plate. And Kalaika Kahuo-Halahala, the next Blue Crab to come up to face off against the arm on the mound, Bennett Perry. Kahuo-Halahala has batted once so far in this game. He grounded out over the right side. That was the second out that came back in that late second inning. As he'll take downstairs. So we see a 0-1 count. Make that 1-0. Kahuo-Halahala has had not too many games played this year. He's been kind of a fill-in guy when needed, but see if he can come up big here for the Blue Crabs in a game that would be very crucial to catch a W in. The Blue Crabs come in with a second half record of 6-9, 32-46 overall. The Ducks come in with an 8-7 record, 38-40 overall. The Blue Crabs could really use this win to work their way back into second half contention, as it's still very possible, but sitting 4.5 games back, if you're the Blue Crabs, you'd love to pick up one today. 2-1 the count as Kahuo-Halahala will foul one out and just about into our press box. He'll await the 2-1 from Perry. He takes upstairs and works himself into a hitter's count, 3-1. Perry's not a guy that struggles with command, to be completely honest. He has 25 walks to just make that 25 walks to 108 strikeouts. So not a guy that struggles with command, but showing it here as the 3-1 pitch. Lofted straight back towards the press box, but evades the press box by a couple of feet. Nonetheless, after all of that, we see a full count to Kahuo-Halahala. He'll dig back into the right-handed batter's box, and he prepares for the pitch. Perry working out at the stretch. Here comes that pitch. This one lifted into left field. That ball has home run distance. It goes back at the track. A jumping Daniel Fields is going to rob Kahuo-Halahala of a home run. That was an absolutely phenomenal play, folks. I don't know that I've ever seen anything quite like that, but you got to give a lot of credit to a phenomenal hit coming off of the bat of Kahuo-Halahala in his first start of the season. He basically hits a home run, but it's robbed coming off a beautiful play from Fields in left field. Folks, you will not see too many plays quite like that. In the inning for the Blue Crabs, they strand one. They score no runs in the inning. They have one hit and no errors coming off the field of play, and that sends us into the top of the 5th inning. We'll take a break, but we'll be right back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Ryan Strasburger, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, what's more American than baseball and a barbecue cookout? Quite frankly, the two go together like stars and stripes, rockets and red glare, and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. So when you come to Regency Furniture Stadium's all-you-can-eat picnic pavilion, you get both at a great price. The best part is that groups from 20 to 400 plus can enjoy the picnic pavilion, and when you include this home run of a deal with the kids park, paddle boats, and on-field fun, you have a grand slam of an opportunity. Call today at 301-638-9788 to speak with a sales executive or visit somdbluecrabs.com for more information.
This is Rick Meehan, Mayor of Ocean City, Maryland. For everyone who's put off planning a vacation this summer, I've got good news for you. Ocean City, Maryland is a procrastinator's paradise. We've got 10 miles of free beach, an amazing 3-mile boardwalk, golf, fishing, shopping, dining, and free events 7 nights a week, including fireworks, boardwalk light shows, dance parties, and movies right on the beach. It's not too late. Book a visit today at ococean.com. That's ococean.com.
Hey, this is Edwin Garcia, and we are listening to the Blue Crab Broadcast Network.
Welcome back inside Regency Furniture Stadium as we get set for this top of the 5th inning of baseball. Digging in at the plate is David Washington. Washington takes strike 1 outside off the hands of Stem. Washington has had 1 at bat to this point in the day. He struck out, and that was the 2nd out of that 2nd inning, in which the Long Island Ducks were able to plate their lone run of this ballgame as another pitch comes in, this time a curveball, but same result as it crosses for a strike, and we see the count go to 0-2. Stem ready to throw the strike right away. Washington will take his time outside of the box and try to let Stem maybe ice him a little bit, if we use a football term, if you will. The 0-2 pitch misses outside as Stem tried to work his way in with a slider. He was unable to get it to break the way he wanted to. Nonetheless, 1-2 the count. Stem making a rare start. He is in his 33rd appearance of the year, just his 3rd start, as Washington tries to send one over the right field fence. Instead, he misses it all the way, and that makes another strikeout on the day for Craig Stem, who's really been pretty dominant through 4 innings of work, now 4 1/3. He struck out 4 batters, so having at least, just about 1 strikeout an inning is pretty dominant from a perspective on the mound. And that brings up Ramon Cabrera. Cabrera has 1 of 3 Ducks hits on the evening. He had a single with 2 outs back in that 2nd inning. Catcher will dig in. He'll take all the way, but it'll miss inside, and that makes the count 1-0. 1-0 pitch looming from Craig Stem, who awaits out of the stretch. He'll come set right at the belt. The leg lift and delivery. A looping curveball comes right under the bat of the batter, Ramon Cabrera. 1-1 the count. Cabrera made his time, and he had his time in the big show when he played 74 games for the Cincinnati Reds back in 2015 and 16. He had a .264 combined average between those 2 seasons. He comes in with the obscure batting stance, and he'll take inside. 2-1 the count. You can only call it Craig Counsell-esque, if you will, if you remember the way that he used to bat with his hands over his head back in the day. Cabrera awaiting the 2-1 delivery from Stem on a beautiful night here in Waldorf, Maryland. This one fouled back over to the left side. Count evens up at 2-2. We did see a pretty good amount of rain here earlier in southern Maryland. It was able to blow over, which gave us a beautiful window to play some baseball in. We do have 5 more games coming up in these next 5 days. So if you were unable to make it out to Regency Furniture Stadium this evening, don't worry, because we've got lots more opportunities for you. Cabrera waits the 2-2. This one drilled right back where it came from, right over the head of Craig Stem. And the second hit off the bat of Cabrera on the evening will put him on with 1 down. The 1-out single brings up the left fielder Daniel Fields. Fields will dig into the left-handed batter's box. Back-to-back lefties. Make that 3 in a row that Stem will have to face. As manager Kevin Baez stacking lefties at the bottom of the lineup. I kind of like that approach from a strategical perspective. Fields also had his day in the pros. He played with the Tigers back in 2015. He had 3 at-bats, and he did have an MLB hit. First pitch to the batter Fields will miss well inside. He has to dance out of the way of danger. Nonetheless, the count 1-0. Fields was the one that robbed Kahuo Hala of a for-sure home run. If you missed it, He went over in left field right to your right on the camera of the mini monster. He was able to stick his glove over the fencing, the shorter metal fencing that you see to the right of the monster, and rob a home run from Kuhuo Halahala. The count 1-1. As Kuhuo Halahala, also the left fielder, so maybe trying to give Fields a taste of his own medicine if one is hit his way. 1-1 pitch, a curveball that misses upstairs. 2-1 the count to Fields. Fields a .239 hitter on the year. He has 4 home runs and 21 RBIs. Set of the belt, Stem. He takes a look to first. Now comes home with a looping curveball that will come right under the at-bat of Fields. That makes the count 2-2. Fields so far on the day, he flew out over to the right side, and catching it to end that second inning was Francisco Rosario. Ready to deliver that 2-2 pitch. Try to get maybe a third double play of this ball game if you're Craig Stem. It's not going to happen on this pitch, though, as he works himself into his second full count of the evening. Fields will now dig back in. He'll find himself trying to get something going in this game in which the Blue Crabs do lead. A look over to first. Now Stem set at the belt. The righty will come home with the full count pitch. A chopper over to the right side. That spells a double play. 4-6-3 as Devin Rodriguez is able to finish off the double play, and Stem has had some great defense behind him to this point in the game. He's also thrown an absolute gem to this point, and that puts us through 4.5 innings of baseball played, with the Blue Crabs leading by a score of 2-1. In the inning, for the Ducks, they have 1 hit. They strand no runners. They end up plating nobody, and they end up with no errors. That puts us through 4.5. When we come back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network, it'll be Francisco Rosario, Ryan Strasburger, and Edwin Garcia. Don't miss it. We'll be right back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is David Wayne Russo, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Calling all Jedis. Please report to Regency Furniture Stadium on July 28th for Star Wars Night, as the Blue Crabs take on Long Island. This night will feature an appearance by Jedi Saber Combat and a post-game fireworks spectacular. For more information on this or other exciting events throughout the season, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com, or you can call us at 301-638-9788.
This is Brandon Compton, right-handed pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join our team every Friday home game as we honor those who serve our country by remembering everyone deployed. Every Red Friday, the team will wear red jerseys, brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. All active and former military members receive $5 tickets with their ID. For more information or to get tickets today, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Corey Vaughn, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Welcome back inside the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. We get set here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 9-1-2 due up for your Blue Crabs. That means Francisco Rosario, Ryan Strasburger, and Edwin Garcia. First pitch, Rosario sees will miss upstairs, make that swung on upstairs, and that'll bring a 0-1 count to the second baseman. Rosario, a defensive absolute wizard out there in the field. The bat hasn't quite caught up to the glove. He's hitting .218 on the year, no home runs and 4 RBIs. But when he's in the field, if it goes anywhere in the general vicinity of him, you know he'll catch it. He'll swing through a third pitch, and the first Blue Crab of the inning is retired by left-handed pitcher Bennett Perry. That flips the order back to the top for the Blue Crabs. That means Ryan Strasburger set up. Next up would be Edwin Garcia, and should the inning continue past that, Devin Rodriguez in the hole. Strasburger 0 for 2 on the day. In the first pitch he sees, he hits over to the left side, but foul, 0-1 the count. Strasburger also had his day in the pros. He played in 2015 back with the Texas Rangers. In the first pitch he sees, he drills one into left center. It'll hold up just a little bit longer than it may have appeared initially. Nonetheless, a very solid piece of hitting off the bat of Strasburger is chased down by Emilio Bonifacio in center field and put away for the second Blue Crabs out of the inning. 2 down, none on brings up Edwin Garcia. Garcia 0 for 2 on the day, although he did reach on an error back in the third inning. Now his time to shine in the fifth, as his bat has been absolutely on fire of late. He had a stretch just about a week ago where he was hitting well over 400 and scored 7 runs in those 10 games. First pitch he sees, takes inside, and the count 1-0. He also went 3 for 4 in the series finale yesterday against the Patriots. He'll hit this one over to the right side, but right to Travis Snyder, who puts it away with one hand for the third Blue Crabs out of the inning. Couple of very well-struck balls, but none of them are able to find any green. Puts us through 5 complete. No hits, no runs, no runners left on base, and no errors for the Blue Crabs. When we come back out of the mound is Craig Stem for his 6th inning of work. Don't miss it as the Blue Crabs look to take the series opener here in Southern Maryland. We'll be right back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Fans, is your family or work holiday party looking for a venue this coming fall or winter? Look no further than the newly renovated Legends Club at Regency Furniture Stadium, brought to you by the Blue Crabs. Numerous food and drink options and great flexible features mean the Legends Club will make your event the hit of the season. Call a sales executive today at 301-638-9788 for more information, or visit somdbluecrabs.com.
This is Austin Green from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join us every Tuesday home game as we turn 2 with our new Double Play Tuesdays. These nights, tickets are buy one, get one free in the box office, as well as BOGO on select items at the concession stands. For more information or to get tickets today, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Drake Britton, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
We are pleased to welcome you back inside the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network as you enter into the Crustacean Nation. The Blue Crabs lead this game by a score of 2-1 as we head into the top of the 6th inning. Craig Stem started this game, and he continues to be perched up on the hill as we head into this 6th. He's been very dominant, only allowing 4 hits and striking out 4 through his first 5. First pitch he throws of the inning in the general vicinity of Dan Lyons. It crosses the outside portion of the strike zone. 0-1 the count to Lyons. Lyons, the captain of the infield tonight, or for lack of a better term, the shortstop, swings through a curveball and really working that curveball, flipping that thumb over, and getting batters to really be fooled to this point has been Craig Stem as the count goes to 0-2. Stem's really done it all for the Blue Crabs this year. He has a save on the year. He has now 3 starts as he misses downstairs, 1-2 the count. But he's got a save, he's got 3 starts, he's got a lot of wins. He has some middle relief appearances, he has some setup appearances. You name it, Craig Stem's done it, and he's really excelled at every single one of those roles in this season. A very valuable guy to say the least is Stem as he jams the batter Fields, make that Lyons, who pops one up into shallow center. Fielding over his shoulder is Edwin Garcia, and that'll put out the first duck of this inning. So that was the 9-hole hitter in the lineup. That means the lineup will flip back to the top in favor of Jordani Valdespin. Valdespin comes up on the day 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to the right side. If that name sounds familiar, Jordani Valdespin, it probably should. He had his heyday in the MLB, playing some 6 seasons. He also had a 2013 walk-off grand slam with the New York Mets, and that was the first walk-off grand slam since 1991 at the time. Showing bunt is Valdespin. He almost steps his way outside of the batter's box, and nonetheless, a very interesting, we'll say, first pitch of the ball game. Make that of the at-bat. Will miss inside, ball number 1. Valdespin manning second base for the Ducks this evening, and the left-handed hitter will dig back in to face Stem. You see the shift being played accordingly to a left-handed hitter who tends to pull the ball as Garcia is over to your right on the camera more than he may be typically, but Frank Martinez make that Angelis Nina still staying home over there at third base as he recognizes the bunt threat that can be Valdespin. Stem set of the belt for the 2-0. This one lifted into shallow right field. Sacco gives chase and ranges in to put it away for a quick out number 2, and Stem has absolutely been rolling to this point in the ball game. It really is only one blip in the whole game has been that leadoff home run in the second inning coming off the bat of Lou Ford, but has been able to retire most, if not all, of the batters he's faced since. Very impressive job and a spot start by Stem. 2 down and none on brings up Emilio Bonifacio. Bonifacio manning center field tonight for the Ducks. And the left-handed hitting Bonifacio will dig back in. This is his third at-bat of the evening, his first with 2 outs on the evening. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to third. And strike 1 will cross to Bonifacio. If that name rings a bell, it sure should. Bonifacio truly had his day in the pros as he'll swing through another very good curveball from Craig Stem. Bonifacio had a 26-game hit streak with the Miami Marlins, make that the Florida Marlins at the time, back in July of 2011. That's the second longest in Marlins history, which earned him National League Player of the Month honors back in that July 2011. In that single month, he stole 16 bases, hit .390, and had 27 runs scored. 1-2 the count to Bonifacio. As Stem shrugs the shoulders, comes set at the belt, and misses well inside to Bonifacio, who dances his way out of danger. We've seen those Ducks do that a couple of times this evening, as the count evens up at 2-2. It's a whole lot of 2s on the board, folks. We see 2 runs in the game for the Blue Crabs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Coming up to the center fielder, Bonifacio. He awaits the pitch and lines one into right field. This one going down the line, and Sanko on the run is able to chase that ball down and cut it down before it can end up finding its way onto the grass. Sanko doing a good job protecting, and Stem doing the same. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no runners left on base, and no errors for the Ducks, which puts us through 5.5 innings of baseball. When we return, the Blue Crabs look to extend their already 1-run lead when they send up Devin Rodriguez, John Griffin, and Angelo Sanko. Don't go anywhere, because we'll have that right here for you on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is James Frisbee, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, on Friday night, September 14th, the Blue Crabs will honor all of those brave men and women who risk their lives for ours every day as we host First Responders Night. First responders will receive special ticket discounts, and active and retired military can too, as it is the final Remember Everyone Deployed Friday night, brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. That night, the Blue Crabs will auction off their red jerseys for a worthwhile military charity. It's also College of Southern Maryland's 60th birthday bash, brought to you by College of Southern Maryland Alumni and Friends Connection. So whatever your reason, come finish the regular season with the Blue Crabs. Get your tickets today at somdbluecrabs.com or call 301-638-9788.
Washington sports fans, rock your red, wear your curly W's, and break out your burgundy and gold for Washington Sports Night on Friday night, August 10th. That night, there will be a special Washington Sports t-shirt giveaway for the first fans in attendance, so arrive early, and don't miss a special appearance by the Racing Presidents from Nationals Park. To get your tickets today, stop by the E-Trepid box office, visit somdbluecrabs.com, or call 301-638-9788.
Welcome back inside the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. We head into the bottom of the sixth inning with a 2-1 Blue Crabs lead. Devin Rodriguez, the first man to try to extend said lead. He'll come up in the left-handed batter's box. In his third plate appearance of the evening, only his second official at bat, he's 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a walk. He'll take inside on a lazy changeup that finds its way up and in. Count 0-1 to Rodriguez. Rodriguez batting .265 on the year, a trio of home runs and 21 RBIs. A time will be called by Rodriguez, granting it the home plate umpire Silvio Martinez. Now Rodriguez gives a check swing, and the third base umpire will save it. He did go. Mike Williams, the third base umpire. Steve Cesarski, the first base umpire. Now that we've set the whole umpiring crew, we see a 0-2 count to Devin Rodriguez. Rodriguez last season set the Blue Crabs record for batting average in a single season, in which he hit .364. 1-2 the count as a ball will miss low and outside from Bennett Perry. The fact that the Blue Crabs are up on top of Bennett Perry is very impressive for one reason only. Perry, statistically, probably the best pitcher in all of the Atlantic League. He leads as a ball will miss outside, 2-2 the count to Rodriguez. He has the second best ERA in the league. He's 6-1 on the season. He has 6 outings with 10 or more strikeouts, and he has only one outing in which he's allowed more than 3 runs. That comes in 13 outings. So the Blue Crabs getting on top as a ball will be fouled over to the left side. Rodriguez sits at 2-2. But the Blue Crabs got an early lead. It was in the bottom of the first inning when John Griffin sent an absolute atmosphere blaster to left field. Rodriguez takes on the well and outside corner. Nonetheless, home plate umpire Silvio Martinez liked where it was in terms of a strike zone. And going down on looking on strikes is Rodriguez. That brings up the aforementioned John Griffin, who sent an absolute moonshot to left field. If you can see that light pole in left field where the lights are, it hit in line with that, but in the sign right in front of it that says Crime Solver. So if that gives you any perspective as to how well that ball was struck, John Griffin absolutely smoked it. 0-1 the count as Griffin takes the first pitch inside. He typically does that. He likes taking the first pitch of an at-bat, which is why it was a little perplexing that he took a hack at the first pitch he saw in the evening and sent it outside the stadium. But I think Griffin definitely did the right thing considering the outcome as 1-1 the count. Griffin, a .270 hitter on the year. He's got 7 home runs and 14 RBIs. 1 for 2 on the day. As the ball misses inside, 2-1 the count. Griffin, a much-needed power surge to this Blue Crabs lineup. He has not been anything but a very present help as he'll lift one high over to the right side, but it will stay in the infield. Getting it on the run is David Washington, who puts it away for the second Blue Crabs out of the inning. 2 down, none on brings up another ever-present threat, a surge in that wooden bat that Angelo Sacco holds in his left-handed batter's box will enter into the ball game. Sacco 1 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and a single to his name. As he'll see a pretty heavy shift over to the right side. Third baseman Ard not even thinking about trying to get up on the line, and I think Sacco noticed that as well. As honestly, in this situation, why not try to poke something down the third baseline and catch Ard sleeping? He's got the wheels to beat that out. We'll see if he shows again. He does not, and the count runs to 1-1. Martinez has been calling that outside corner both ways. He's been giving that pitcher a lot of room to work with width-wise. Pitch coming in as Sacco will drill one over to the right side, but right at Jordani Valdespine. Valdespine puts it away with no struggles for a quick out number 3. So another very quick half inning. They've been coming on both sides of the ball, puts us through 6 innings of baseball played. When we come back, it's going to be a new Blue Crab pitcher on the bump. We'll get you everything you'd ever need to know about him when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, every season we can't do it without you. So on Sunday, September 16th for the regular season finale, it's Fan Appreciation Day. This night will feature a special t-shirt giveaway, as well as a pregame team autograph session and postgame Kids Run the Bases. Stop by the Regency Furniture Stadium box office, call 301-638-9788, or visit SOMDBlueCrabs.com today to get your tickets.
Hey kids, are you ready to be a superhero? Join us September 1st for Superhero Night, presented by Pump It Up of Waldorf. This night you will receive your very own superhero cape to help Pinch and the Blue Crabs defeat the Road Warriors. The night will also feature a post-game fireworks spectacular. Get your tickets today at SOMDBlueCrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is David Wayne Russo, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Welcome back inside Regency Furniture Stadium. We head into the top of the 7th with a new arm on the mound for the Blue Crabs. His name's Sam Runyon. He's been about as good as they come this whole season. Runyon, typically the 7th inning man for the Blue Crabs, so that means Stem did his job and did it very well. He goes 6 innings strong and exits the game with a complete line that reads as follows. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run it was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 4. But that's a very impressive day. Forget the spot start notion of it, but a very potent Long Island Ducks lineup, and he's able to go right through it. And now you mentioned the spot start, it seems even better. Travis Snyder, the first man to face Sam Runyon on the day. Runyon, number 22, will miss upstairs with his first pitch of the evening, and Snyder takes up. The numbers on the year for Sam Runyon, very impressive, as we'll get them right after this next pitch. This time also missing upstairs is Runyon, and he finds himself in a 2-0 count. Runyon's numbers on the season, he's got an 0-4 record, but a 3.63 ERA here in his 42nd appearance. On the season, he's got 11 walks to 45 strikeouts as he jams the batter Snyder on his hands. That makes the count 2-1. Snyder has a lot of Major League time under his belt. He goes by the nickname of Lunchbox. Now, I don't know the story behind that, but I can tell you that he had a very impressive Major League career in which he played from 2009 all the way through 2015. Get you more on that in just a moment. Fourth pitch of the at-bat misses high for the 3rd time, making the count 3-1. You talk about guys that enter the league very early. You look at guys like Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, and so on. Snyder was one of those guys. He sped through the minor league system and had his major league debut at the age of just 20 years old, as he'll walk on 5 pitches. And Runyon with a rare walk, as we mentioned, the 11 walks to 45 strikeouts coming into this ballgame. So don't expect to get any more free passes if you're the Ducks. The none down walk will put the tying run over on first base. The go-ahead run stands at the plate in the form of Lou Ford. First pitch from Runyon to Ford misses just a little bit upstairs, and that is the one spot that Runyon's been struggling with to this point in the evening. The one Duck run of this ballgame does come off of the bat of Lou Ford, as another pitch will miss high and inside. Runyon, a guy that hardly, if ever, has any control issues, so you give him some slack in this situation. 2-0 the count to the batter Ford. Ford at 41 years old, the pitching, make that the hitting coach, and the cleanup batter for this team. Very impressive as he takes inside strike number 1. Reading an article in the New York Post about Lou Ford and his playing career. Ford actually received an MVP vote back in the 2009 season, and now finds himself batting cleanup in today's ballgame. So shows you how a career trajectory can take you in wild places, but Ford still says he loves the game and continues to play it. 2-1 the count as a long pause from Runyon brings a heavy fastball going right under the big bat of Lou Ford, and the hitting coach will find himself even at 2-2. He played from 2003 to 2009 with the Minnesota Twins. He also played one season in 2012 with the Baltimore Orioles. 2-2 the count as Runyon set, comes home with the pitch, and another elevated fastball. This time it's just what the doctor ordered, as swinging through strike number 3 is Lou Ford, and the big power threat goes down for out number 1. One down and one on brings up the third baseman Taylor Ard. Ard rolled into a double play to end the third inning. He also struck out in the second. This, his first at bat since, will come up with a situation that the Ducks would really like to execute in. First pitch off the hands of Runyon, who's really running up the radar gun ever since that first at bat. I think he may have stopped trying to aim and just let it loose, and loose it is as he's really getting it going. 0-1 the count. Ard sees the second pitch of the at-bat and hits it back foul up towards our general vicinity of the press box, but not that coveted ball into the press box window. There will hopefully be a day that does happen, and hopefully it'll come right here on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. But as for right now, we see ourselves with an 0-1 count to the batter Ard. Ard 0 for 2 on the day. He awaits the Runyon pitch that will miss upstairs. That's a spot, like I said, Runyon's been struggling a little bit with this evening, but working through and using it to his advantage, challenging the batter Lou Ford in the last at bat, and Ford already showing the power off on the evening. Overpowering him was Runyon. That's how we find ourselves with one down. The runner at first was issued a walk, and the third batter of the inning fans on 3 straight pitches coming off the lethal right hand of Sam Runyon. 2 down, both via the strikeout, brings up David Washington. Washington, a first baseman, comes in with 2 strikeouts to his name on the evening, but a whole lot of power in his bat as well. Washington, a .224 hitter, 11 home runs and 36 RBIs to his ledger. First pitch from Runyon misses just left on your view of the ball game, of the plate. That means outside, and we see a 0-1 count. 1-0. Runyon comes set, right glove at the face. A short lead over at first and a ball that'll catch on the outside corner. 1-1 the count as evening up the count is Runyon. We mentioned that Silvio Martinez, the home plate umpire, calling that very outside corner to left-handed batters both ways and exploiting that is Runyon. Runyon with a slow pickoff move over to first. The speed of that pickoff move intentional, just not wasting any arm, but making sure that Snyder stays close over there at first. It would make sense to maybe try to swipe a bag and get into scoring position, scoring position. As Washington awaits the 1-1 delivery that will miss just a hair upstairs, and now he works himself ahead in the count, 2-1. Washington awaits the next pitch. He'll dig back in. Facing off against the ever-present threat that is Runyon, you never know when that absolutely potent curveball is going to come off his hands. Didn't get it this time. Instead, a fastball that evens up the count at 2-2. Washington has also had his time in the big leagues. He played for the Baltimore Orioles coming back in 2017, so just this past season when Chris Davis went on to the DL, Washington stepped up in his place. 2-2 the count, 2 down is Runyon number 22. That's a whole lot of twos, folks. Comes set and delivers a pitch on the inner half that jams the batter Washington a little bit, but he'll foul it over to the left side, and we stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the former Oriole Washington, a former 15th round pick in the 2009 draft by the St. Louis Cardinals out of University City High School in San Diego, California, will hit one well to center field. Ryan Strasburger comes in and he'll let it bounce in front of him. He gives a strong throw into the cutoff man, and that'll cut down the runner Travis Snyder from extending any further than second base. Nonetheless, second base is where he stands, and a 2-out single puts the Long Island Ducks in business with Ramon Cabrera coming up to the plate. Cabrera on the day has been the best source of offense outside of run scoring. That would be Lou Ford, but Cabrera 2 for 2 on the day. He has 2 of the 6 hits on the evening that the Ducks possess. An interesting story about Ramon Cabrera. Cabrera in 2013, the 2013-14 season, was playing in Caracas, Venezuela. And in that season, his father was also playing in that Venezuelan Winter League. In that same season, his father set the home run record in that Venezuelan league. So Alex Cabrera, his father, and his son Ramon having a special moment in that season. I think that's one of those stories that just kind of warms your heart when it comes to sports. They come all the time, and you gotta love them. The power of sports is phenomenal. Runyon has a pretty powerful arm himself as he catches well on the outside corner, exploiting Silvio Martinez wide strike zone. 1-1 the count. Cabrera comes up with 2 men on. First and second they stand. And the catcher will try to bring in the tying run. Go-ahead run stands at first base, and Runyon trying to make sure none of that even matters. Runyon's set comes home with the pitch, well outside, and Cabrera just trying to protect so he can get ready for the 2-strike approach, which is fouled over to the left side and makes it 2 strikes. 1-2 the count to Ramon Cabrera. On the year for Cabrera, coming into this ball game when he has runners in scoring position and 2 down, he's batting just 125 on the year. So it feeds into Runyon's favor, but never an easy situation to get out of a hectic inning. Time called by Ramon Cabrera, now stepping back in, but Runyon's been the guy that if there's a tough situation at any point in this year, you just go to him. He has ice in his veins, realistically. He's not afraid of any situation. So he's a great guy to have up in this opportunity. Cabrera once again requests time, and it's granted by the home plate umpire, Martinez. Pretty straight up defensively, you see the Blue Crabs. 2-2 pitch delivered and lifted over to the left side, but foul. And we see ourselves with yet another 2-2 pitch approaching. Runyon trying to squeak his way out of this inning. It started with a walk and then back-to-back strikeouts, and then it was a single. So we've had a little bit of everything so far in this inning. Runyon trying to ensure that this inning, which has had everything, ends with nothing but a strikeout. Cabrera wiggles the bat above his head and fouls one straight back into the netting. He's really working the count in this count. So 2-2 still we sit at. Runyon not phased at all. Like I said, he's got ice in his veins. He's been in situations like this before, and it really doesn't bother him, I wouldn't think. Runyon waiting to deliver yet another pitch to Cabrera, as many as it'll take to get out of this situation. He'll miss high and outside, and the first full count of the ballgame that's been delivered by Runyon is issued to Ramon Cabrera. Only the third full count off a pitcher in a Blue Crabs jersey this evening. Cabrera wiggles the bat once more. He'll await the full count delivery. Expect the runners to go on the pitch. They do not. Instead, excuse me, it was 2-2 rather than 3-2. And now we've got the first Runyon full count of the game. So Runyon will have to deliver once more. We already mentioned that the runners are expected to go on the pitch. Nor Washington or Snyder have a whole lot of speed, but the advance should give them something. It doesn't matter, folks. It's all over for Runyon in this half of the inning. He fans yet another batter. So there is one hit in the inning, no runs, 2 runners stranded on base, but how about striking out the side in a very unconventional format by Sam Runyon? That puts us through 6.5 innings of baseball. That means it's time to stretch, folks. If you're at home or you're headed out to the Blue Crabs ballpark, make sure you get your stretching in. When we come back, the Blue Crabs look to be very stretched and send up Nina, Craig Maddox, and Kalaika Kuohalahala up to the plate when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Dr. Milu and the courteous and professional staff at Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center in Waldorf want you to know that for cases of cancer and blood disorders such as anemia, leukemia, and lymphoma, you don't have to travel all the way to D.C. or Baltimore to get high-quality, compassionate care close to home. Established in 1995, Cancer and Blood Disorders Treatment Center offers expertise, experience, and the highest standards needed for successful treatment of cancer and blood disorders. Dr. Milu is excited to be a part of the Blue Crabs family as the new sponsor of the Silver Sluggers program and games for the 2017 season. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 301-638-1007 or visit cancerandblooddisorderscenter.com.
This is Devin Rodriguez from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Join us every Tuesday home game as we turn to with our new Double Play Tuesdays. These nights, tickets are buy one, get one free in the box office, as well as buy one, get one on select items at the concession stands. For more information or to get tickets today, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Ryan Strasburger, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Welcome back inside Regency Furniture Stadium. Andrew Banstra here with you for my last inning of play-by-play. Angelis Nina hoping this is not his last at-bat of the ballgame, as his bat has been scalding of late. Time called by home plate umpire Silvio Martinez. A ball has escaped the bullpen of a new Blue Crab warming up. Warming up down there, I'd have to imagine, is Ryan Chafee, as he's typically the 8th inning man. We'll get you a confirmation on that shortly. But for now, Angelis Nina, the man up to the bat, will take strike one on the outside corner. Nina 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts to each side of the infield. Second pitch, he sees another good off-speed from Perry. Perry's done a great job to this point mixing up speeds and locations, but doesn't quite have the offensive support to say that he has a lead to this point. Ball drilled back up the middle off of the foot of Bennett Perry and then finds its way into the 5.5 hole. Don't see that quite too often, but nonetheless, a hard round from Angelis Nina retreats back to first base, and after all that commotion, an infield single will spell the first Blue Crabs base runner of the ballgame. That will bring out the trainer to just make sure that the pitcher Bennett Perry's okay, as it did appear as though he displayed some discomfort after that pitch. That'd be a big loss for the Ducks as they come in with the 6th best ERA out of 10 teams in the league. But that being said, if it wasn't for Bennett Perry, they'd probably be lower on the totem pole, as Perry has a 6-1 record, 2nd best ERA in all of the Atlantic League, and he also holds 25 strikeouts to 108. Make that 108 strikeouts to 25 walks on the year. So far in the game for the pitcher Perry, he already has 8 strikeouts. That's if he was to record 2 more. I don't want to even mention it, but if it was to happen, that would be the 7th out of 14 outings in which the pitcher was able to strike out 10 or more. A bunt attempt by Craig Maddox dribbles its way foul, and the count 0-1. None down, 1 runner on. He stands over at first base in the form of Angelis Nina. He reached via the single. Craig Maddox, a utility man or a 4th outfielder, some say, will find himself up to this plate, trying to extend this Blue Crabs lead and inning. Deep into the infield grass, the third baseman Taylor Ard, a lazy pickoff move over to first, just to make sure Nina stays honest, comes off the hands of Perry. Maddox, call him a utility because he plays just about everywhere. He catches, plays some outfield, does some designated hitting as another pickoff move to another utility man in the form of Angelis Nina. Keeps Angelis safe over there at first. Nina's done some corner outfield playing for the Blue Crabs. He's also done some designated hitting. Played a little bit of third base, most of his time coming at second. As Maddox slaps the bunt over to the right side, trying to leg it out is Maddox. A spin and a throw by Bennett Perry are going to cut down Craig Maddox, but not before a Blue Crab can move into scoring position. And that brings up Kalaika Kahuohalahala for his 3rd at-bat of this ballgame. Kahuohalahala just a couple of starts on the season, so it's got to feel really promising for Kahuohalahala in the fact that the confidence in there is from the coaching staff, enough so to give him the opportunity to sack bunt over and then allow him to try to plate this run. Just the 6th start on the season. Here we are in our deep 70s in terms of ball games, and just the 6th start from Kahuohalahala. But last time he was up, he sent a blast shot over to the left side. It just about escaped this ballpark as 0-1 the count, as a ball will cross. But he was robbed by the left fielder Daniel Fields on what should have been the first home run of the season for Kalaika. He'll come in and await the pitch. He'll hit this one again to the left side. It'll get down in front of Fields. Rounding third is Nina. A strong throw home. No cut. But coming in standing is Nina. Great base running by Kalaika Kahuohalahala. And he goes in head first into second base. And folks, that's a heartwarming feeling for Kalaika. Because as I mentioned, not too much playing time this year. Realistically, he's been a great clubhouse guy. He's been the guy that kind of holds the glue together He's been the type of guy that you want to have in your clubhouse because he's just one of those good guys. But it's got to feel good for everybody on the ballpark that he comes through with a big-time RBI here in the bottom of the 7th. That just the 4th hit for the Blue Crabs on the day, but the 3rd run as a meeting on the mound will conjoin everybody out there in terms of infielders, coaches, what have you. But all the running before now came from the Blue Crabs in the bottom of the 1st, in which the inning started with a strikeout and a ground out, and then Devin Rodriguez was able to scratch out an infield single. That brought up John Griffin, who sent an absolute atmosphere blaster to left field, and it left this ballpark in a hurry. That's where the first 2 runs came from. Realistically, if it wasn't for an incredible play in left field, the Blue Crabs would have 2 more runs. Another Kahuo Halahala great hit. So a great day for him. You got to feel good for him. But with that being said, that will exit out of the ballgame Bennett Perry. He leaves with a couple of runs scored, another potential run that could be on his line in the form of Kahuo Halahala, who stands at second base. We'll get you everything you need to know about the new pitcher who comes up in the form of Dennis O'Grady when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, come celebrate the bluest birthday of them all on Friday night, August 17th. Guy from the outfield with prizes for some lucky contestants. For more information, visit somdbluecrabs.com/promotion or call 301-638-9788.
Hey kids, this is Daryl Thompson from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Don't forget, every Sunday is Kids Day at the ballpark, brought to you by Waldorf Orthodontics. Every Sunday home game, kids can enjoy a pregame autograph session with me and other players, $3 ice cream helmets all day long, and free admission to Pinch's Playground. Post-game, you can all come on the field and run the bases. For more information, please visit our website at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Hey, this is Casey Delgado, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
We're pleased to welcome you back inside the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network. We come in still in this bottom of the 7th inning. The batter that comes up to the plate, Francisco Rosario. The new pitcher on the mound, Dennis O'Grady. O'Grady, 5'10", 205 pounds. A righty out of Floral Park, New York. He'll face a tight situation as Rosario takes inside strike 1. Only 1 down and a runner at second. That's Kahuo Halahala. O'Grady, 3rd best ERA on this team for the Ducks, a 3.27, a 2-2 record, but interestingly enough, a 285 batting average against, which is quite high for how good his ERA is. So he'll allow hits, but not necessarily runs. Rosario trying to turn a hit into a run that wouldn't necessarily go against O'Grady's line score, but it would still hurt. Covering second is Valdespine as a step outside the box and a swing results in a foul ball. 0-2 the count to the batter Rosario. Rosario, not that it's a factor in this situation, but it does kind of depict the clutch gene that he possesses. He has a walk-off already in this season in which he hasn't played a whole lot of games for the Blue Crabs, but he's been a lot of fun to watch when he does play. 0-2 pitch comes in from O'Grady, and a good slider works its way on the outer half and gets the batter to swing right through it in the form of Rosario. 2 down and 1 on brings up Ryan Strasburger. Strasburger comes into this at bat 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts and a deep fly out to center field, but that could all go away in his mind if he could come through with a very big RBI single. He chops one over to the left side, fielding out on a hop is Ard. Ard swings across the infield, and David Washington, the first baseman, puts it away for the 3rd Blue Crabs out of the inning. In the inning for the Blue Crabs, they have a pair of hits. That results in a RBI single, the first of the year from Kalaika Kualahala. And in the inning for the Blue Crabs, they plate a run. They leave one stranded, and there's no errors from the Long Island Ducks. Brandon Bulanda back on the play-by-play when we return on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Shane Watson, and you're listening to Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs fans, Vicelli Pizza, known to have the best pizza in town, is offering you 20% off your order. That's right, 20% off. Just use code 779 to take advantage of this limited time offer. Vicelli offers pizzas, pastas, subs, wings, salads, and more. You can place your order for pickup or delivery online at Vicelli Pizza, VOCELLI.com, or call 301-705-5858, as well as visiting Vicelli Pizza at their Waldorf location, 11850 Park Waldorf Lane. Vicelli Pizza, delivering classic Italian quality.
Shopping for groceries in a clean, friendly store? That's smart. Shopping for groceries in a clean, friendly store and saving some money while you're doing it? That's wise. At Wise Markets, you'll find all your favorite brands, prices you'll appreciate. That means more meat for less money, more dinner for less dinero, and more milk for less moolah. Stop by a Wise Market today.
Eat better, spend less. That's wise.
Hey, this is Craig Stem, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs with a 3-1 lead as we head to the top of the 8th here in Game 1 of the 3-game series with the Long Island Ducks. Sam Runyon, the new pitcher on the mound for Southern Maryland, takes over. He's got the 8-9-1 to deal with as a fastball misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Craig Stem got the start, 6 innings of 1-run ball. Jason Creasy was second out of the pen. Creasy with 3 strikeouts. He did allow a single on the night as Runyon drops a breaking ball on the inside corner for a called strike, and the count evens up 1-1. So Creasy goes 1 inning. He strikes out 3, 1 walk and 1 hit, but no runs for the right-hander, as now Runyon will be tasked with getting things to Cody Epley. Runyon works out of the stretch. He comes set up above his head and delivers a breaking ball. That misses inside, and the count will go to 3 balls and 1 strike. Runyon was selected to his first career All-Star game in this season after a stellar first half. As this one misses outside, and aboard with a leadoff walk is Daniel Fields. Runyon has stumbled a bit here as of late, as his ERA is up over 11 in the month of July. Not off to a great start here as he walks the first batter, but now with Dan Lyons coming up to bat, he'll look to settle down. Lyons is 0 for 2. Couple of flyouts on the ledger for him as a fastball, called strike. The first pitch, 0-1. Fields does have 5 stolen bases at first, so want to keep an eye on him, but the tying run at the plate, I doubt manager Kevin Baez would risk the steal here. That could lead to a potential caught stealing and take away the opportunity to tie the game. Count sits at 1 ball and 1 strike on the shortstop Lyons. The 1-1 upcoming, a breaking ball. That misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sam Runyon, 6'4", 220 pounds, out of Asheville, North Carolina, in his second year with the Blue Crabs. He's making his 42nd appearance, second highest total on the team. He's 0-4 with a 3.63 ERA on the year. Runyon a check on first. Back in safely is Fields. Runyon is coming off of a scoreless outing against Somerset 2 days ago. But the 3 outings before that, he saw his ERA rise from 2.27 to 3.72. As the runner off, this one swung on and foul tipped off the catcher. 2-2 goes the count. Fields will have to get back up and return to first base. Runyon allowed a run against the Patriots here in Southern Maryland on July 19th, and then back-to-back outings, one against Lancaster, in which he took the loss, and one against Somerset in a 4-1 loss. He allowed 3 earned runs in both of those. That really inflated the ERA up over about 1.5 points. He'll look to string together a couple scoreless outings after the one in Somerset, if he can get one here, as he drops a breaking ball. That one tails just a bit low, and now the count runs full. See if Fields is potentially on the move again here. Angelis Nina, the third baseman, is playing very close to the pole line down that third base line for Lions. The middle infield in double play depth, though. The payoff pitch, a fastball elevated. That one's up out of the zone. And back-to-back walks have started the night for Runyon. Now the tying runs on base, and Long Island will send the go-ahead run to the plate, and Craig Maddox will head to the mound for a quick conversation with Runyon. No action yet in the Blue Crabs bullpen, as they're going to continue to let Runyon attempt to work out of this, but I see some stretching going on. Fields on second, Lions on first in the top of the order, and Jordani Valdespin digs in. He's 0 for 3, a ground out, a strikeout, and a flyout to this point. See if maybe Long Island plays small ball here. Squaring to bunt is Valdespin. It's pushed beautifully down the third baseline. Nina will pick it up and fire to first. A sacrifice bunt, 5-4 is the official scoring, but executed to perfection from Valdespin as Fields advances to third, and Lions, the tying run, moves into scoring position at second. We saw small ball work for the Blue Crabs in the bottom of the 7th. They bunted a runner over to second, and Kalaika Kahuohalahala came through with a single to left field that brought home the insurance run in the inning. And now Long Island will look to match with some small ball of their own. Emilio Bonifacio digs in. He's 1 for 3. A single, a pop out, and a fly out. Runyon's first pitch to Bonifacio swung on. It's popped up in foul territory. Nina running over towards the wall. He leans over, but it's a little bit too far, about 5 rows up into the crowd. And that'll be a foul ball, strike number 1. Nina gave a good chase there. He knew he needed to get that one. It would bring Runyon into a spot where any out could get him out of the inning, but just ran out of real estate. So now Runyon will have to settle his attention back on Bonifacio, see if maybe he can get another pop out and straighten this one out a bit. The 0-1 upcoming as he kicks and delivers a breaking ball. This one's hit towards deep right field. Songko giving chase at the wall. That'll bounce off the track. 1 run will score. Coming around from second is Lyons. He will score. Around to third is Bonifacio. The slide tag not in time. A 2 RBI triple for Emilio Bonifacio, and we are tied here in the top of the 8th. Those are RBIs number 33 and 34 on the season for Bonifacio, as he slid in safely with the RBI triple. That's his second triple of the season, and now he serves as the go-ahead run with the heart of the order coming up. Travis Snyder digs into the left-handed batter's box, and that will pull the infield in as they'll look to cut down the runner of late. Fastball misses low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. So if Bonifacio can come across to score, Long Island would take their first lead of the night. Runyon's going to look to keep Snyder at least on the infield, if not a shallow pop-up. The 1-0 is fouled off, and the count evens up 1-1. So Runyon's struggles continue as the ERA continues to climb for the right-hander. A breaking ball here that misses, and the count goes to 2-1. He can't afford a walk here to Snyder. Lou Ford, who awaits on deck, doesn't have too much speed, and that would set up a double play opportunity that could get Runyon out of the inning. Runyon goes back to the breaking ball. That one snaps back across the outside corner and evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and that's backdoor curveball. See if maybe he tries to go with that pitch again, but this time floats it out over the middle of the plate and lets it drop down at that bat foot of Snyder and get him to swing over one. Instead, he goes with the fastball, and that one's hammered towards deep right field. Backing up is Sonko. He'll make the catch on the track, but that's going to be plenty deep enough to bring home Bonifacio from third. And now the Long Island Ducks take their first lead of the game on a sacrifice fly. RBI number 57 of the season for Travis Snyder. And just like that, as the rain begins to fall here in Southern Maryland, Long Island takes a 4-3 lead. Base is empty, 2 down in the inning. Lou Ford comes up to bat. He's 1 for 3 with a home run, a fly out, and a strikeout. Runyon's first pitch to Ford, a breaking ball, misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. A light rain has begun to fall here. It is expected to rain a bit overnight. Another breaking ball. This one catches the zone, 1-1. But the weekend looks absolutely beautiful here. There should be no signs of weather after we get out of this game today. This is a light rain. It's expected to pass without a problem. We've been told there shouldn't be any tarp pull expected during the game or after in preparation for tomorrow. The 1-1 is fouled back into the netting, so the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the designated hitter Ford. Lou Ford will turn 42 here in a couple of weeks. His birthday is on the 12th of next month. A breaking ball here from Runyon, swung on and missed, and down on strikes goes Ford. That will retire the side, but not before Long Island takes the lead. They put up 3 runs, capitalizing on some walks on just 1 hit. No errors in the inning, and they leave nobody on base. It's a 4-3 game now. The Blue Crabs will have to battle back. They got the right part of the lineup, 2-3-4, when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Hilltop Signs and Graphics is the official signage partner of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs this 2018 season and specializes in custom signage, vehicle wraps and decals, site lighting, and much more. Since 1992, Hilltop's top priority has been providing customers in the DMV area with the highest quality product. Call today at 301-373-7878 to start your project or visit hilltopsignsmd.com for more information. Hilltop Signs and Graphics, where design, fabrication, and installation is our expertise. Blue Crabs fans, your group of 20 or more can join us all season long with any of our several group hospitality areas at Regency Furniture Stadium. Our spacious and modern amenities can entertain your group starting at just $10 per person. The open-air picnic pavilion, upscale Legends Club, or luxury suites provide the backdrop for great nights at the ballpark. Call group sales at 301-638-9788 for more info or to book your group today.
pitcher on for Long Island to face the 2-3-4. Here in the bottom of the 8th, the Ducks have their first lead of the game, and Colton Murray, the right-hander, will look to hold it as he goes to work. A fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Not the only change to note for Long Island. Anthony Vega has taken over in left field. He'll replace Daniel Fields. Murray, the right-hander, works out of the stretch, comes set and delivers a breaking ball that misses low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. He's making his 15th appearance in Long Island. No wins, 2 losses on the season. A 6.75 ERA. This one misses the zone, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on Garcia. Murray, a former big leaguer, 2015 and 2016. The right-hander made appearances for the Philadelphia Phillies. 32 games in total. 2-1, a fly ball towards right field. Travis Snyder is underneath it, and he'll make the catch easily for out number 1. That'll bring in Devin Rodriguez. Rodriguez 1 for 2 on the night. Looking to get on base and bring the go-ahead run to the plate in the form of John Griffin. Griffin already has 1 home run. He could go for another opportunity here. Murray, 6 foot, 195 pounds. The 28-year-old was born in Overland Park, Kansas. He was a 13th round draft pick of the Philadelphia Phillies in 2011 out of the University of Kansas. Pitched for the Phillies from 2011 to 2017. As his first pitch, a fastball high, 1-0. The right-hander made his way to the Miami Marlins organization, but struggled mightily in 4 appearances at the AAA level for Miami. Gave up 11 runs, 9 of them earned, in 4 2/3 innings for a 17.36 ERA. That led to his release and joining of the Ducks. Rodriguez takes here, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. The infield has the left-handed shift on Rodriguez as he sends a high fly ball major league pop-up towards shallow right. Snyder will call off Valdespin and make the catch. Back-to-back flyouts to right, have 2 up, 2 down for Colton Murray. He's looking to set up one of the best closers in baseball history. Francisco Rodriguez has begun stretching out in the bullpen for the Long Island Ducks. K-Rod might make an appearance in this game. But first, Colton Murray will have to get through the ever-dangerous John Griffin, as Griffin takes a breaking ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Griffin and then Angelo Sonko, the next 2 in the inning. They have a big shift on the infield. As this one misses to Griffin, being very careful here. Coming set for the 2-0. Now kicks and delivers a check swing from Griffin. Did he swing? First base umpire Steve Zawoski says no. And the count now goes to 3 balls and no strikes on Griffin. See if maybe he has the green light here to try to turn on something. Cody Epley is up and warming in the Blue Crabs pen. He'll likely be tasked with the top of the 9th. The 3-0 upcoming. Murray kicks and delivers. We'll never know if Griffin had the green light, as that one's way out of the zone high. And John Griffin is aboard with the walk. He serves as the tying run, and that'll lead to a pinch runner as the speedy Corey Vaughn will pop out of the dugout and head to first base. So they'll get a little more speed on the base pass. So Vaughn, who's second on the team in stolen bases, brings some more speed to the base pass. See if the Blue Crabs are potentially willing to take a risk and send Vaughn here. The outfielder is 8 for 10 in stolen base opportunities this season. Fastball right there on the first pitch to Sonko. No balls and 1 strike. Sonko was a walk-off hero a couple of weeks ago, but did struggle in that road trip, 1 for 14. See if he can turn things around back at home. He's 1 for 3 tonight, trying to get a multi-hit game as he takes outside, 1-1 the count. If Sonko can find the gap, Vaughn has plenty of speed and plenty of base running prowess. He should be able to come around and tie the game. On the season, Vaughn 35 runs. That's second highest on the team, trailing just Ryan Strasburger. He's got a solid lead over at first. Washington is holding him. As a check swing here from Sonko, able to hold back on a fastball that misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Infield with the shift, outfield with the shift as well. If Sonko can push one down the third baseline, plenty of room that way. Instead, he yanks one right into the shift. Valdespin will play it on a hop and flip on to first to retire the side. A hard hit ball from Sonko, but the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base. We'll head to the 9th. Cody Epley will face Taylor Ard when we return to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Washington sports fans, rock your red, wear your curly W's, and break out your burgundy and gold for Washington Sports Night on Friday night, August 10th. That night, there will be a special Washington Sports t-shirt giveaway for the first fans in attendance, so arrive early, and don't miss a special appearance by the Racing Presidents from Nationals Park. To get your tickets today, stop by the E-Trepid box office, visit somdbluecrabs.com, or call 301-638-9788. Join our team every Friday home game as we honor those who serve our country by remembering everyone deployed. Every Red Friday, the team will wear military-inspired jerseys brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. All active and former military members receive $5 tickets with their military ID. For more information or to get tickets today, please visit us online at somdbluecrabs.com or call us at 301-638-9788.
Epley, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
The Blue Crabs send their closer, Cody Epley, to the mound here in the top of the ninth. As the right-hander's first pitch to Taylor Ard misses low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Epley will be tasked with keeping this 4-3 game right where it is. Blue Crabs have led through most of the night, but a 3-run 8th inning put the Ducks ahead. Now Epley will try to settle it right there and give the Blue Crabs a chance to at least tie it up, if not walk it off in the bottom half of the inning. 1-1 the count to Ard, who's 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts and a 6-4-3 double play. So a tough night for the third baseman. Epley hoping to continue that. A flare towards second. Rosario lays out. Not going to get there as that is in the right field. Off the end of the bat, Taylor Ard finds himself a hit. Not the best contact he's had in his career, but will end his hitless streak tonight and make him for 4, bringing up David his first 2 at-bats. Singled in his last at-bat, and now digs into the left-handed batter's box. I mentioned him and Lou Ford, both participants in the Dig Me Home Run Derby during the All-Star festivities. Epley's first pitch to Washington, tails outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Epley kicks and delivers. Sinking fastball, misses low and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Epley making his 21st appearance of the season. Record sits at 0-0, but 8 for 10 in save opportunities, an 0.45 ERA. Epley's allowed 4 runs in 20 innings, but just 1 earned. Both of his blown saves have been on unearned runs. Washington pulls one through the right side here. Rosario can't get there. It's going to go into right field. Heading around to third is Ard. And back-to-back singles have runners on the corners with nobody out here in the top of the ninth as Long Island looks for a couple more insurance runs for a closer that, frankly, has never needed them really in his career. Francisco Rodriguez is up and throwing. 6-time MLB All-Star. He led the major leagues in saves in 3 different seasons. He got Cy Young votes in 3 seasons and was 6th in the MVP voting in the American League in 2008. Epley's worked himself into a bit of a jam. He's been one of the most dominant relievers in the Atlantic League this season. But now runners on the corners, Ramon Cabrera digs in. Epley will spin and check on first. Epley ready for the first pitch to Cabrera. Now it's a fastball over the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Epley looking for a ground ball here. The infield is back in double play depth, so it looks like they'll be willing to trade a run for 2 outs as Cabrera sends one off the end of his bat. That's going to get down in shallow left field. Ard was holding, but now he'll head home, and he will score. 3 straight singles, and Long Island has added an insurance run to their lead. 5-3 the score now here in the top of the ninth. And still damage could be done as they have runners on first and second, nobody out. And Daniel Fields will come up to bat. I thought Anthony Vega had subbed in for Daniel Fields, but it looks like Vega had come in for somebody else. Epley's first pitch to Fields is swung on and fouled back. The count at no balls and 1 strike. Oh, 2 the count now as Epley gets ahead of Fields. We have confirmation that Anthony Vega is on deck. So whatever the change was that came, it moved Vega in for Fields in the line, or for Lyons, excuse me, in the lineup. 0-2 the count. Epley looks back and delivers. A fastball misses low and inside. Sliding backhand stop from Craig Maddox as Fields hopped over it. But a nice backhand stab from Maddox holds the runners right where they were. Epley looking for a ground ball to roll 2 here. The Ducks have already hit into 3 double plays on the game. Epley ready for the 1-2 pitch. A look back at second, now delivers. This one's rolled towards second. Rosario will field. Quickly fired to second base. Edwin Garcia's covering there. And they'll cut down one of the runners here. Only play as Garcia had no chance at first. So a fielder's choice, 4-6, is the scoring. Now runners on the corners, 1 out. And Anthony Vega will come up to bat. So Vega enters for Dan Lyons, who was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in the game. Looks like maybe Daniel Fields might have moved into center field, and the versatile Emilio Bonifacio potentially came into the infield. Fastball to Vega, misses low and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Epley kicks and delivers. That one misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes now the count. So Epley in danger here of allowing a couple more runs. Fastball does catch the outside corner here. Vega, not a big fan of that one, but the count will go to 2-1. Could really use an inning-ending double play here. Look ahead to the bottom of the 9th. You've got Nina, Maddox, and Kahuo Halahala. Chopper to second here. This should end the inning. 4-6-3, and it does. Just like that, Epley gets the ground ball, but the Ducks do add 1. A very important insurance run to their lead. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th. Nina, Maddox, Kahuo Halahala when we come back on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Fans, is your family or work holiday party looking for a venue this coming fall or winter? Look no further than the newly renovated Legends Club at Regency Furniture Stadium, brought to you by the Blue Crabs. Numerous food and drink options and great flexible features mean the Legends Club will make your event the hit of the season. Call a sales executive today at 301-638-9788 for more information or visit somdbluecrabs.com.
TN Bose Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to present Fans for Our Fans at Regency Furniture Stadium once again this 2018 season. When the temperature at game time is expected to be a scorcher, TN Bose will do what they do best, keep you always the right temperature, by providing hand fans to the first 200 guests entering the stadium that day. Learn more about their technologically advanced AeroSeal duct sealing procedure online at tnbose.com. TN Bose for all your air conditioning and heating needs. Blue Crabs fans, your group of 20 or more can join us all season long with any of our several group hospitality areas at Regency Furniture Stadium. Our spacious and modern amenities can entertain your group starting at just $10 per person. The open-air picnic pavilion, upscale Legends Club, or luxury suites provide the backdrop for great nights at the ballpark. Call group sales at 301-638-9788 for more info or to book your group today.
Hey, this is Sam Runyon, and you're listening to the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.
Blue Crabs trail by 2 here in the bottom of the ninth. 2 to tie, 3 to win. And they'll have a tough task in front of them as the right-hander Francisco Rodriguez, the closer for Long Island, is on for the bottom of the ninth. His first pitch to Angeles Nina misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Rodriguez, 6 foot, 195 pounds, out of Caracas, Venezuela. The 36-year-old will go down regardless of what happens the rest of his career as one of the best relief pitchers in MLB history. He sets, now delivers the 1-0. It's sent back up the middle. Nina will find a hit here up the middle. Multi-hit night for Angeles Nina, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Rodriguez on the year, 2-0 with a 3.13 ERA, 15 saves, 22 strikeouts in 23 innings for the man they call K-Rod. We mentioned Rodriguez, a 6-time All-Star, 3 with the Los Angeles Angels, 1 with the New York Mets, and 2 with the Milwaukee Brewers. He led the leagues in saves in 2005, 6, and 8, including 62 during the 2008 season. He ranks 4th all-time with 437 career MLB saves. As Maddox, a chopper towards second here, Valdespin on to Bonifacio, on to first, and the 4-6-3 twin killing now empties the bases. 1 pitch is all it took to bring K-Rod 1 out away from his 16th save of the season, with Kalaika Kahuahalahala digging in. 1 for 3. He narrowly missed a home run in the 4th. If you're wondering why they call him K-Rod, Francisco Rodriguez has 1,142 MLB strikeouts in just 976 innings, 10.5 strikeouts per night. He goes to a breaking ball here on the first pitch. That one misses low and away. 1 ball and no strikes to KK. He got his second hit of the season earlier in the game. He'll need a second hit of the game to keep things going here as Rodriguez kicks and delivers up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Rodriguez appeared in the MLB 28 games for the Detroit Tigers last year. He struggled mightily, 2-5 with a 7.82 ERA and just 7 saves on the season. A hot shot towards third. Ard will field on a hop and fire across to first. A good play from Ard, as that will do it here in Game 1. And Long Island will walk away with a 5-3 win. A late rally gets it done for the Ducks, as they put up 3 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th to take 5-3. Final line score, 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. Blue Crabs 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. The win will be granted to Dennis O'Grady, as O'Grady on the season will move to 3-2. The loss will be handed to Sam Runyon, as the Blue Crabs relievers continue his struggles 0-5 goes Runyon. The save will go to Francisco Rodriguez. That's save number 16 on the season for him. So the Blue Crabs, a good fight in Game 1, but not quite enough. Quick look at the rest of the Atlantic League before we call it a day here. The Barnstormers and New Britain Bees are underway. It took a while, but they're in the bottom of the second, a 4-4 game. Top of the 8th in Somerset, 3-3 the score between the Patriots and the Road Warriors. And in the top of the 4th at Constellation Field in Sugarland, York with a 1-0 lead over the division-leading Skeeters. Game 2 in the series comes tomorrow. Paul Clemens will go to the mound for the Blue Crabs, looking to bounce back from a couple of rough outings. He's 1-6 with a 6.42 ERA. He'll match up with right-hander Matt Larkins, 5-2 with a 3.77 on the year is Larkins. Blue Crabs will look to even the series and set up a rubber match on Sunday to decide the winner. They drop to 6-10 on the second half. Ducks go to 9-7 on the season. Again, Game 2 tomorrow, 6:35. We'll be live here, as always, on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network at 6:30. Larkins versus Clemens. Blue Crabs look to even things up. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night on the Blue Crabs Broadcast Network.